What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. Today is Tuesday, February 21st, 2023, and we're talking some college basketball player props over on Prize Picks. Today is also Taco Tuesday, so I'm interested to see what tacos are going to be on the board for us, being that there are no NBA games today. So I think maybe 2 NHL tacos, definitely one. Maybe the other is a soccer or PGA. Who knows? Be on the lookout for those. And maybe you can take one of those tacos and pair them up with a couple of the plays that we're going to go over today. But as always, I hope everyone is doing well. I hope this video finds you in good spirits as it does me. And away we go. I thought we'd start this video off by recapping yesterday's picks. Not such a great night for us. Definitely struggled a little bit. My two Jayhawks did not rock chalk at all. Jalen Wilson under PRA and KJ Adams both under their PRA. I mean by a good bit. They missed it by, Wilson missed his by 7 and Adams missed his by 4. We had Trey Mitchell come through over 9.5 points, finished the game with 22 versus OK State. And then Caleb Boone, our risky play, I said we can go either way, and we saw why that was a risky play. Got into early foul trouble, didn't play a whole lot in this game, and then ended up fouling out, I believe. Finished the game with 4 PRA, so definitely a bit of a riskier play there. And yeah, that's it. Those are not the best picks. I gotta be honest with you, but we live to play another day, and that's what today is. A new day with new picks, the same old fun. Let's get to it. All right, let's start off talking about this Xavier Villanova game. 4.5 point spread. I think it's always important to know that because blowouts are scary in college basketball and they can happen so fast. So looks like it'll be a close game. This game is being played at home for Xavier. So I want to talk about a couple of players from this game. Adam Kunkel and Kobe Jones. Now, what I like about Adam Kunkel is his last name. It's fun to say, number one. Number two, I loved his 3-point prop. It's minus 150 on some books. That'll never make it over the Prize Picks. Too high to go over. So some projections have him hitting 3 3-pointers today, going over his 1.5 3-pointers made prop. If books have his projection at 3 3-pointers made, that's 82% of his game total of 11 points. I think there's a fairly good shot of him hitting 12 points today versus Villanova. On the season, Kunkel is shooting 38% from behind the arc. And in games where he shoots the ball 9 times or greater, he's hitting 11 plus points. There are games where he does it out, 3 points, 5 points, that kind of thing, but he's shooting the ball like 5 times, 6 times. It's just not enough volume for him. So, I definitely like the over on his. Points today. And let me just pull up that Villanova game. Last game versus Villanova put up 15 points. Now this game was played at Villanova. Put up 15 points. 75% from behind the arc, 67% from the field. So he attempted 4 3-pointers, hit 3 of 4, and shot 4 6. So he was on fire. So basically the majority of his points came from 3-pointers, right? Free throws too also helped him out. So again, when he shoots the ball well from behind the arc, chances are he hits his point total. A game like this versus Creighton, where he only shot 6 times, was pretty inefficient from behind the arc. Ended up with 7 points. Not enough. Now, this game, he shot 10 times, 2 of 7, and ended with 12 points. So, there's another game where he shot 10 plus times. Here's another game where he shot 10 plus times. This game against Creighton, he shot 9. 6 of 9 from behind, 6 of 9 from the field. So, when he shoots 9 plus a game, I think his odds of hitting 11 plus are in our favor. So I like the over on this one. And then also his teammate Kobe Jones. So Kobe Jones over his 3-point prop, 1.5 It doesn't look great. I get it. But on the season at home, Kobe Jones is shooting 46.3% from behind the arc. That's pretty. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I also like his points today, over 14 and a half for a couple of reasons. Number one, over his last 10 games, he's averaging 15.7 points per game. But at home, let me pull this up real quick. So at home, Kobe Jones is averaging 15.6 points per game, 46.3% behind the arc at home. I just really like the way this is building out to, in favor of Xavier's shooters. So those are the two props that I like for Kobe Jones. And you can go more on these three. Obviously, you can't play these two guys in the same power pick, but you can put both of these props or two of these three props. One of Kobe Jones's props and Adam Kunkel's points in a three pick or higher. And then the last play I want to talk about, sorry if that was confusing. Last play I want to talk about is Tracy Jackson Davis. I like the over on his points, rebounds, and assists and fantasy score because he's honestly just been getting it done. And the games where he doesn't have the best rebounding game, he makes up for it in blocks and steals. So there are games where he literally hits his PRA in just blocks and points and rebounds. But because of the upside, because of the blocks and steal upside that he has, that 48.8 fantasy score isn't all that high. His last game against Michigan State, that's 15 fantasy points from blocks alone. He hits his PRA in just points and rebounds. He almost hits his PRA. He almost hits his fantasy in points and rebounds. So something we look for is turnovers versus blocks and steals, because that's going to separate PRA. So if he's giving you 4 turnovers a game, a player has to be making up for that in blocks and steals. So this basically adds up to 11 points coming from blocks and steals, minus those 4 turnovers. That game against Illinois, 15 points from blocks and steals. Now, these games where he's giving you 2 doesn't seem like a lot, but there's 18 plus 23. That's 41 PRA. He hits it. Fantasy points, 12 plus 12 is 24. There's 30. There's 53. Minus 4 is 49. He hits it. He's just getting it done. And I don't really see a reason to stay away from his PRA or his fantasy points. If you just didn't like it or you feel like that's too high, then just don't play it. I would not play the under on this because he's just too good and he's too productive to take the under on. Now, if this was over 55 or something like that, yeah, that's a little high. So I like the over on both of these for Tracy Jackson Davis. And those are going to be the picks that I like for today's college basketball prop video. Drop me a comment below letting me know who you have your eyes on, ladies and gentlemen, who you are looking to play in today's schedule. Also, let me know what you think about these props that we talked about today. We talked about Tracy Jackson Davis. We talked about Kobe Jones. And then we also talked about Adam Kunkel for the Xavier Musketeers. Let me know what you think about those props. You like them? You hate them? Do you love them? Do you want to leave them alone? Either way, leave me a comment below letting me know. And as always, thank you so much for the support, the likes, the subs, the comments. Truly, I really, really appreciate it. Just helping this little channel grow a little bit bigger every single day. And yeah, I'm just having a lot of fun doing this and creating this content for you. There will not be a college basketball prop video tomorrow, but there will be an early look and research NBA video getting us prepped for Thursday's return of the NBA. So I'm very excited about that, and we should be having a lot of fun in with the NBA season moving forward as the playoff picture starts to materialize. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for stopping by the channel, chilling out with me, talking some college basketball player props over on Prizepicks. And until that next video, Chavez is